You probably saw this somewhere last week. Well, this is exactly how Tesla saves up to $1 billion a year. And recently, a question has come to investors is, should Tesla start paying to advertise? And that's exactly what we're going to get into today. Let's dive into it. Okay guys, I just want to say that this is our new official sponsor of the show, Energy Go. No, it's not. Any cheap energy drink companies out there want to send us a crate of free energy drinks, I'll promote the crap out of you. Anyway, I don't know if anyone's noticed yet that sometimes we get super inception of the TV screen behind me, where it's me talking with a TV behind me, with a TV behind me, with a TV behind me. Oh... We're only on double inception here. But sometimes I'm going to keep doing this until we get like 6 or 7 Jordans in a row, which is going to be very annoying for you guys. I apologize. First of all, guys, if you could head down below, smash the like button. Let's see if we can get 100 likes. Yeah, if you've not subscribed already, please go down and subscribe. We're racing to try and hit 1,000 subscribers. We're around the 650 mark, which has blown my mind already. But if we can try and hit 1,000, yes, let's go. I want to thank Lewis, Michael, and Marcel. As always, thanks for using the referral link, guys. I do appreciate it. Help support the channel. Let's jump into this. So in the auto industry, it's wild how much car companies pay per vehicle to advertise. And the average for the major car companies is $1,000 per vehicle. And that's in the US market in 2015. But there are some bigger spenders. Jaguar, they pay $3,225 in advertising per vehicle sold. And a US car company, Lincoln, they pay $2,550 per unit sold, which is pretty crazy. Like, that is wild. Think about how much percentage of a profit of those vehicles that is. Jag, $3,225. Now, I know they have a higher sticker price, but still, that's pretty crazy. So getting down to the bottom of that list, we have car companies like Honda and Toyota, which pay $250 to $248, and that's kind of low. But the stingiest of all is Tesla. And people have estimated the cost to be around $6 per vehicle sold, which is a nominal amount of around $6 per vehicle. But that is very speculative because Tesla haven't released data on that. So for some car companies like General Motors, we're talking about per year $3 billion. Ford Motors, $2.3 billion. Chrysler, $2.1 billion. Toyota, $1.4 billion. Volkswagen, $700 million. So like, this is a lot of money. A lot of car companies, a large portion of their budget is going to advertising. So what is Tesla's cost? Well, it is around zero. People do speculate a small cost, but it is nominal. For me, this just speaks volumes for the demand for the product. But in reality, is it just that Teslas are so good that they sell themselves? Or is something more going on? I personally think people misunderstand what is going on. Tesla actively advertises. They just don't pay for it. Or they manage to do all of it for almost free. And in my opinion, it isn't that the car is so good that it sells itself. The car is so good that it advertises itself. I know these statements are super close to each other, but they're not the same. They're not the same. Let me explain. The car is so good that it advertises itself. Well, that means that there is an advertising cost for Teslas. It's just Tesla don't pay for it. This is the genius behind what Tesla and Elon Musk have cultivated. This isn't just made up of one single plan or angle. In fact, it's made up of multiple angles. And I want to dive into the numbers and estimates of what it would cost Tesla to pay for the free advertising that they receive. We'll talk about YouTube ad revenue and try and get sort of a ballpark figure. So what did Tesla do to get this huge bill for free? Well, here are a few things. develop arguably the best cars in the world, offer something different that's broke the mold, tied themselves to SpaceX, Roadster, Cybertruck. Elon Musk is an absolute whirlwind of media attention. Now, nearly all of this stems from creating an amazing product. And if I'm being level-headed, people would cultivate communities around the brand simply because the car is so good itself. Groups like Model 3 Owners Club would still exist. Tesla Motor Forums would still exist. Twitter and all those sort of things would probably still exist. And YouTube's channels would still exist. But Tesla know this. So what do? Well, if all the above is a house on fire, Tesla is like a fire truck, but instead of being full of water, it's full of petrol, and they're spraying the life out of the fire. They are adding fuel to the fire in a major way. How? Well, firstly, we start with the referral program, a program that Tesla has always ran with. So what is it? Simply put, it's a program where you recommend someone to buy a Tesla, they use your personal link, and you get a reward. In the past, this used to be a free car. In fact, just 10 referrals would have netted you a Founders Series Model X like Bjorn. There was other awards like a free charger signed by Elon. One referral at one point got you a hat, or it got you a kid's Tesla car. 50 quite recently would have got you a free Roadster, and so on. Over the lifetime, the referral program has survived, but the rewards have probably got a little bit less, I would say, smaller and smaller. Elon stated the reason for this is that the cost was impacting on the car. So there was an associated cost. I mean, you can't go giving away a Roadster every 50th car you sell. The math just wouldn't work. So right now, the referral program works like this. A person who uses your link gets 1,000 free supercharging miles, and you would also receive 1,000 free supercharging miles. And you also get the chance at a raffle for a Tesla Model Y monthly or a Roadster quarterly. But as it stands now, the odds are extremely slim of winning this. And it's kind of like a lotto at this point. But 1,000 free supercharging miles is pretty good. And for a cheapskate like me, I really do appreciate the support that I get these free miles. Elon also stated that if you did win the car through the raffle prize, all your referrals would be wiped clean. And the reason for this is that he wanted to give large influencers who were getting an advantage, he wanted to level the playing field for the average person who had referred it to a few people, which I think is fantastic. So if someone's got 300 referrals, if they won a car, it would wipe it clean. So it takes that advantage away from them. So this is one of Tesla's smartest moves, but it requires two things: the program and the genuine willingness to promote the product. So the car has to be good. Anyway, it has to be good. Because of this, you can't see any other car companies doing this. Some have tried, some have failed. Not many have scaled it like this. Well, no one scaled it like Tesla has. Because nothing sells better than a genuine word of mouth. Nothing sells better than that. And no other brand has enticed a community to exist like Tesla. Now, I'm not saying that all Tesla YouTubers are doing it for referrals, but it definitely added a perk, especially when the Roadster was a factor. I love the fact that it exists. Just for me, it's nice to know and have a track record of that you are helping Tesla in a way. That feels good to me. It is hard to estimate how many views Tesla has received on YouTube. If you type in Tesla, the results are crazy. Most of them, like drag racers that are being uploaded right now, are Teslas or something versus a Tesla. If we talk stocks and shares, you have to mention Tesla. Like, it's just the way it is. Like, that's what happens. Even non-Tesla YouTubers drive Teslas. They have taken the YouTube community by storm. So what is a view on YouTube worth? Well, this is kind of hard to conclude. Most YouTubers aren't going to be open and honest about figures, but I'll give you a little insight. And it's rough, but this is how I'd like to look at it. I would expect to see between $5 to $15 per 1,000 views. And I know that's very varied. You might think that that's too high, but some CPM can genuinely be as high as $30. And yes, you're going to see $1 to $2 CPMs, but that is more reserved for channels that are not advertiser friendly. So a car channel is fantastic for advertisers. So let's average that at $10 CPM. Well, That's just what the YouTuber gets paid. So Google also received $10 because Google pay the YouTubers 50%. So in total, the advertiser is paying $20 every 1,000 views. So every billion views, we are talking about $20 million. And I suspect there are a few billion views of Tesla videos out there, and mostly with positive opinions. I know the numbers sound ridiculous, but just take one popular car channel like Car Wow, and their channel has 1 billion views by itself. And I mean, they don't just do Tesla videos, but they're getting close to at the moment just doing Tesla videos. No, I'm overstating that, but it goes to show, like, if one channel is doing 1 billion views, just think of how many billions of views there are on YouTube of Teslas. Again, there's another thing to be said. It's not just direct videos of Teslas that are on YouTube. Product placement in videos costs around $10 to $20 CPM. Again, that's what advertisers pay. And if you look at most of David Dobrik's videos, Casey Neistat's, What's Inside, most vloggers, rappers, hip-hop artists, it's Teslas. Jaden Smith music video is a Tesla. David Dobrik vlogs is a Tesla. This is product placement, and they're doing it for free, which is pretty crazy. And again, it just adds to the billions of views that are on YouTube and on the internet with Teslas in them. So this has created a culture, and it's insane. In fact, the knock-on effect for generations to come is what is going to be crazy. Ages on YouTube are usually younger than average on other platforms, meaning that a lot of kids are going to see these videos, especially videos like David Dobrik. So what cars will these kids grow up desiring? What car will they want? So I grew up with posters of Lamborghinis on the wall, and it was Lamborghinis that were my phone screensaver. Kids don't do that anymore. What cars do they have now on their screensaver? They have the Model X with the Falcon Wing doors. They want the Roadster. Just wait until the Cybertruck comes. It's going to be crazy. So I rarely get people photographing the car. It does happen sometimes, but it is not nearly always kids or young people who are photographing the car because they know what Tesla is. Imagine BMW and Mercedes having this crazy young fan base that Tesla have right now. When they turn 18, what car would they buy? It would probably be like a BMW 1 Series. Well, what's this generation going to buy? It's probably going to be a used Model 3. Maybe Tesla bring out a Model 2. That's the car they're going to try and get if they can. You see, it's the same way Phil Knight advertised Nike. Back in the day, Nike pulled away from traditional advertising. At the time, most companies would advertise and it would be, we have a new rubber in the sole or a new lighter shoe, so many grams less and stuff like this. Whilst Nike did do this, they went from a different approach, and Nike advertised what wearing Nike represented. It wasn't about what the product did. It was about what the product said about you as a customer. It said to people when you wore Nike shoes that you affiliated with Nike's ethos and what Nike represented. And this is what Tesla are doing. So what does Tesla represent? Well, it's forward thinking, it's game changing, it's cool, it's intelligent, it's thoughtful and conscious about the environment, it's wealthy and powerful. And like it or not, Tesla covers all of these. It is what Tesla represents. So Tesla represents forward thinking, the aspiration to be intelligent. Like, this is cool right now. How do they do this? They attach themselves to SpaceX. Everything SpaceX represents is now linked to Tesla. Look how many millions of people saw astronauts getting out of the Tesla Model X with its unmissable Falcon Wing doors. Firstly, that's millions and millions of people seeing their car. But that's millions of people making the association. Now couple that with being one of the biggest moments in history for private space travel, and Tesla were a part of it. You can't separate the two. Teslas are cool. Why? Okay, well, you have the fact that it's the quickest production car being produced, meaning there's thousands of videos of Teslas beating every single car in a straight line. So the car is like an ultimate top trumps card with quickness being 100. So there's thousands of videos that peg Tesla as a better car. Megastars want to be affiliated with it because saving the planet is cool, because they do crazy things like this. But Tesla know this. Why does it? It's like, why does the Cybertruck need to be bulletproof? As Elon put it, why not? It's cool.
It's badass and super cool.
Things like this, they sell cars. People want you to know that this is what they want to be represented by. They want to be attached to Tesla. It says, Tesla represents what I think and how I feel. Like it or not, it says you're wealthy, but conscious of world events. Now, that comes across as egotistical and arrogant, and maybe it is, but it doesn't matter about me or you, because what it matters about is these mega celebrities and YouTubers that get to fulfill that ego. They are saying that, hey, look at me, I'm rich and successful. So they get to feel that. It's a status symbol. But at the same time, they're saying, I care about the environment. See, before showing off your wealth, it started to become unfashionable. The days of posting where you sit on your bonnet of your Ferrari are kind of numbered, and it's not cool anymore. But you do it in front of your Tesla, and it's cool, and it is acceptable. So you get to do the best of both worlds. You get to promote yourself as a rich and successful person, but you ought to say, hey, I'm conscious of the environment and I'm a good person for it. Don't go onto my personal Twitter because you'll have a right laugh. You just have to see the photo on my personal Twitter. It's me standing on top of a Model X. Tesla will be littered in the history books. Sending a Tesla Roadster with Starman in it is one of the most iconic images at the moment of recent history. It marks what we were capable of. The image of a normal object, an everyday object floating around in space, looking down at Earth is just so striking. How many millions of people have seen this image? Again, it isn't just X amount of millions of views on the videos of Teslas. It's X millions of views of Tesla doing something that was thought impossible. Again, this represents so much more than surface value views, all for the cost of what? Some would argue that launching something like a car into space, it cost a ridiculous amount for Tesla to do. In fact, Pizza Hut sent a pizza to the International Space Station and it cost them $1 million. So a car would surely cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions, right? Well, wrong. In fact, the rocket launch was going to take place anyway. They needed to deploy a payload in a similar sort of fashion as what they did for a test. So the cost was really just the car and the rigging that needed to launch the car. And obviously that cost quite a bit of money, but it's not what people think and it's not what other car companies can do. It's a genius way to advertise, and no other car company could do it. And it's also so groundbreaking that it says so much more about what Tesla represent. Show me another car company with a car floating around space right now, and you'd be showing me no other car company because it doesn't exist. With all that being said, is Tesla losing steam with this? My answer to that is no, not for the next few years anyway. Tesla's advertising almost lives event to event, release to release. They have had some flops like Autonomy Day. It didn't go as they expected it to go, in my opinion. It wasn't as well received as I think they'd hoped. But Cybertruck did exactly what it was supposed to do. 700,000 people have pre-ordered it. I mean, some car companies would be happy with 700,000 views on a release day. Never mind $700,000 $100 deposits. So then Battery Day comes out. And then they announce something crazy and the world reacts. So they don't lose any steam again. But let's say we're losing a bit of steam. Then Plaid Mode comes out and it will destroy even more cars on a track. And there's millions more views on videos of Teslas destroying other car companies on tracks. And then the Cybertrucks start shipping and people start losing their freaking minds. Are we losing momentum now? Well, then the Roadster delivers and the world literally starts freaking out. And there's videos of Bugattis getting beat by a $200,000 car. SpaceX edition comes out and starts flying. The world is really losing their mind right now and everyone's talking about Tesla. At any point where the Tesla conversation starts to quiet down, Elon can just tweet something crazy and the world listens and the media creates a whirlwind around it. So do Tesla need to advertise? Not yet. They just need to keep dialing in the products and mainly the service. They really do need to dial that in. But in terms of advertising, the products are doing it right now. The products advertise themselves. They are the advert. The product is that good that people advertise the products for free. They just do. If they keep doing this, I expect Tesla probably has another 5 to 10 years before they need to implement a serious advertising budget. We might actually see small campaigns that attempt to reach people who fall outside of Tesla's current reach. Maybe older folk who miss on the YouTube side of things, and maybe they miss the Twitter side of things. Older generations tend to be on Facebook. And whilst videos of Teslas do exist on Facebook, advertisers who are willing to pay dominate that space. Most of the major car companies are moving their budgets into Facebook advertising due to an older demographic they have on Facebook. It's just Facebook is for older people. That's how it works. Maybe Tesla need to start tapping into that. So that would be my only critique of the way Tesla advertise. There are a certain set of people who just don't see the YouTube videos and they don't go on Twitter and they live on Facebook, and maybe we could start attacking them on Facebook. But that's not to say that Tesla aren't already on Facebook with their free advertisement already. As long as Tesla maintains its model of selling every car they make, I don't see any reason to change what they're doing. The demand is there. Why pay $50 extra per car to sell something when it already sells itself? This is just my opinion. What do you guys think? I'd love to know your opinion. Do Teslas need to start paying for adverts, or have they already got it dialed down? I honestly think that right now, YouTubers are probably one of the best ways to advertise the car and to sell the car. They're getting all that free ad space and free real estate for adverts on YouTube, completely free anyway. And I just don't see why you would put a budget in there right now. Right now, I wouldn't. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. As always, you have been wonderful. I want to say another thank you again to Michael, Marcel, and Lewis for using the referral link. If you are thinking about buying a Tesla, please use the referral link. It's down in the description. You will get 1,000 free supercharging miles. I'll get 1,000 free supercharging miles. And look, it's like a full circle of this whole video. Again, guys, if anyone's making it this far in a video, especially because this was a lot of me talking, if you are making it this far in a video, I just want to say, you guys are the best. I've told you this before. You are the real MVPs. And I appreciate it quite a lot. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks again. Peace.